1, 2, 3. Audio check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You good, Nick? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, from the media, I do have a media advisory and I have a letter that was sent out on behalf of the mayor and the chief of police. If anyone is interested in that, I can make those available. At the conclusion of the press conference today, we will be accepting questions, and then also we will be making the videos and the video of the press conference available to the media as well. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Hammoud, and we'll start the City of Dearborn's press conference.
Thank you, and good afternoon. You know, as is with all holidays in the city, the health and safety of our residents is paramount. And as you'll hear today, over the last few years, we've had rising concerns as it pertains to our July 4th celebrations here in the City of Dearborn. It's a celebration that we all love and enjoy, and nobody loves watching fireworks go off as much as I do. But we want to ensure that they're done in a safe manner, round the clock, here in the City of Dearborn. And so you're going to hear from our police chief and from our fire chief about the expectations and the new standards that we're going to be setting in the City of Dearborn to ensure that hopefully this year goes off without any major issues, and most importantly, ensuring and upholding the safety of our young people. And so we really need the support of the community, of the families, and of the parents to ensure that our young people are acting appropriately in the safest manner to ensure that nobody gets hurt. So I'm going to turn it over to the chief, and then he'll turn it over to the fire chief from there. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Hammoud, for that introduction. And like Mayor Hammoud outlined, the 4th of July is really a time for celebration, celebrating our independence, but it's important that we do it safely. I'm going to show you some video because the reality is I've worked for this police department for 27 years. I can tell you that the last 2 years, the behavior and conduct that we've seen out on the streets has been entirely unacceptable. And so I'd like to start with showing some video for the media and for the people in the audience so you can get an idea of what the 4th of July has looked like here recently. You start the video for me. So what you see here is just fireworks that are being shot off in the middle of the street. You know, with our legislators passing and legalizing fireworks, you can now buy commercial-grade fireworks and put them in the hands of just about anybody. And what you're seeing is them being literally used right in the middle of the street. You cannot legally use fireworks on public property, in the street, in churches, mosque parking lots, at our parks. The reality is, and I'll get to it a little bit in more detail, but to use fireworks legally, they have to be used on your property, and the debris must land on your property. This year is Fordson High School, and unfortunately, in the last couple of years, it's become a meeting point for young adults that have gathered around the school and started throwing fireworks at other people. They've thrown fireworks at our police officers. They've thrown fireworks at other young adults, and people have gotten hurt. It's just entirely unacceptable. The reality is that the police department has a responsibility to provide police service to everyone, and so does the fire department. And these additional activities cause a huge strain on our resources. In a minute here, you're going to see somebody that threw fireworks there, that circled area, at 2 police officers that were sitting in their police car. That's unacceptable. It's not tolerated anywhere, especially not in Dearborn. Those 2 officers were injured. They had concussive injuries as a result of that high explosive going off underneath their police car. Here you see folks that are just literally lobbing high-grade commercial fireworks at each other in the street. Last year we had 2 young girls that had their eardrums blown out because fireworks were thrown at them while they were staying outside their home. It's just unacceptable. So this year, what we're doing is this press conference. We've done a lot of community outreach through our MPOs, through our houses of worship, to let the community know that there's going to be a very different posture from the police department this year. We're going to have a significantly increased presence of police officers, reserve officers, and citizen emergency response teams out there to be eyes and ears to notify us when there's illegal conduct. And here's the reality. If you're out there and you're using fireworks illegally, there's a very good chance that you're going to be cited this year. If you're caught using fireworks in non-conformance with the laws, not only will you face fines, court appearances, and even the possibility of jail time. Now I want to talk about our young adults. Parents, it's time to parent. If your kids are out there unsupervised and causing mayhem or loitering, they will end up at our police station. they will be given a citation. And parents as well will be held accountable. We're going to issue parents misdemeanor citations for failing to fulfill their parental responsibility. I have teenagers at home, and I can promise you I'm going to know where they're at on the 4th of July. Okay? And you need to do the same. With that being said, I want this to be a safe time for everyone. I want everyone to enjoy the 4th of July, enjoy our independence, but do it safely. And so I need our community to step up and do a better job. Now with that, I'd like to turn over to Fire Chief Joseph Murray. Fire Chief.
The Dearborn Fire Department advises everyone to enjoy fireworks at public displays conducted by professionals and not to use them at home. They may be legal, but they're not the safest. Every year, thousands of people are injured badly enough to require medical treatment at our ERs. On average, we're having about 19,500 fires as a result of fireworks nationwide, and about 10,000 injuries that require visits to the ER. Sparklers are also one of the most dangerous fireworks that are out there. A lot of people don't think about sparklers, but sparklers burn about 2,000 degrees, and that causes a lot of injuries to children. So we would definitely recommend parents to always watch their children if they're using sparklers. Additionally to sparklers, fireworks cause about another 800 injuries from firecrackers per year. Injuries are often resulting from improper handling of fireworks, use by minors, and illegal fireworks or homemade devices. As I said, the safest way to enjoy fireworks is through a public display. But if you choose to use fireworks on your property, some safety tips to go along with them. First, never light fireworks indoors or near dry grass or brush. Never point or throw fireworks at another person. Only use them away from people, houses, and flammable materials. Don't ignite fireworks in devices or containers. Never hold lighted fireworks in your hand. We've had a number of runs over the years where people have caused significant injury to their hands, losing fingers. Make sure you have water nearby, either a bucket of water or your hose, a fire extinguisher in case the fire does start. And one of the most important things, supervise children closely. Never allow young children to use fireworks. And older children should be supervised directly by the parent. And don't relight duds. If a firework doesn't go off, don't relight it. Wait 20 minutes, leave it alone, and then put it, soak it in water for a few hours before discarding it. Avoid homemade fireworks. Light one at a time. Make sure that you're wearing eye protection. We've also had a number of eye injuries over the years that the Dearborn Fire Department has responded to from fireworks. Dispose of your fireworks properly. The fireworks should be properly disposed by soaking them in water for a few hours before we put them into the garbage. Every year we have a number of dumpster fires that are a result of people discarding fireworks before they're actually out. Be aware of the weather conditions. If it's a dry, hot day, you want to be aware of that because that increases the chances of fires. And finally, never use illegal fireworks. And Dearborn Fire Department encourages everyone to be safe, enjoy the holiday, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief Murray, for those tidbits of information. One last thing I want to just touch on, if I didn't mention it, fireworks can be legally used from June 29th to July 5th from 11 a.m. to 11:45 p.m. But once again, they have to be ignited on your property and the debris must land on your property. Anything else is illegal. So with that, is there anyone that might have any questions for us? Sue? I encourage you to call the police. Just dial 911, and you'll have an officer respond to investigate it. And once again, we're going to be citing folks for the illegal use of fireworks. Any other questions? No? Look, I appreciate everybody coming out, and I want to have a safe holiday. Mayor, do you have anything else you want to add?
I'm a little bit younger than our police and fire chief, and so I'm going to make a few notes. Oftentimes what I've seen is young people firing Roman candles at each other. It's not funny, especially when somebody gets hurt. I know you can go out there and buy quarter pieces of dynamite and such. It's all illegal, especially when you're throwing that piece of dynamite at one of our officers and it landing under their vehicle and injuring several individuals. You don't want to get caught up doing that. If you're looking for a fireworks show to watch, July 5th at Camp Dearborn, we got a beautiful show that we're putting on. We invite all families to go out there to watch a professional fireworks show done safely and effectively for all of our families to enjoy. And as lastly, as both our fire chief and police chief said, we want everybody to enjoy the holiday. It means being respectful to your neighbors and to all of those around you, making sure that what we're doing appropriately, we're doing safely. And our message really is to the parents. Know where your children are. It is not our job to raise your children. It's not something that we want to do. It's not our job to teach respect or to highlight the values that we all care about. So watch out for your children. Ask them where they're going, know where they are going, making sure that they're not going to buy illegal fireworks from any tent that's posted up, not in the city of Dearborn, because in the city of Dearborn, as our city clerk highlighted to me, we are not issuing any permits for you to buy any of these fireworks anywhere in the city of Dearborn, because we don't tolerate it and we don't like it. And lastly, I hope the state legislature changes the law, because ever since this law has changed, it has brought and wreaked bad behaviors all across the state, resulting in many people ending up in the emergency room each and every single Independence Day. And that's the last thing that we want. And so if there's no further questions, go ahead. July 5th at Camp Dearborn. Well, I'll provide that for you. I think it's typically around when the sun sets, around 9:30 to 10 o'clock. Correct. And you can park up safely all across Dearborn and watch those fireworks go off. And you can save yourself a whole lot of money by not giving it to your kids to burn. Awesome. Thank you all so much.
All right, thank you for coming, folks.